I'm Kurt Johnson, and I'm one of the founders with Brother Wayne Teasdale of Interspiritual Dialogue and what is now the Interspiritual Multiplex website, and I'm co-author of The Coming Interspiritual Age. Now, with regard to this question, what is interspirituality? I really want to give an overarching perspective from about 4 points of view. One is that what's really driving the interspiritual phenomenon is the phenomenon of globalization and multiculturalism worldwide. And as these are an inevitable trend, what has become interspirituality, moving out of the interfaith movement, is really an inherent response of spirituality and religion to globalization and multiculturalism. Now, another aspect of it that we get from consciousness scientists is that the general gestalt of the human mind and where it's evolving, and I'm sure you see lots of evidence of this around you, is toward the average person having a profound sense of interconnectedness today, as opposed to in the former eras, everything being seen through certain boxes and certain parochial lenses. So worldwide, these things we see like the Arab Spring, the Catholic Spring, the Occupy movement, are all symptoms of our moving our cognitive understanding toward a sense of profound interconnectedness. And of course, this parallels then what's unfolding then at the cutting edge of modern science, because all across the new physics and consciousness studies, again, is this understanding of the profound unity and interconnectedness of everything. Now, another aspect of it too, reflecting everything that I just noted, is that across the world's religions and spiritual traditions, you're having a movement then towards spirituality that's really based in the heart and in the common understanding of shared values and ethics, and in this growing sense of a unity consciousness. And of course, this is why Brother Wayne Teasdale then said in his book, The Mystic Heart, which actually named interspirituality, that the only viable religion for the third millennium is spirituality itself. Now, actually, when we say that, everybody gets that we're moving toward this sense that all of the spiritual traditions are sharing something very profoundly together in the sense of love and in the heart. Now, just as a final note, then, we really see these trends reflected in statistics. For instance, in the West, some 75% of younger people today identify themselves as spiritual but not religious. And even up to 50% of people in atheist countries like mainland China also identify themselves as people of value and people of ethics, but not in the old boxes which were connected to religion. 35% of people across the cultural realms that are a reflection of religious heritages, less than 35% of people are actually practicing today the religion of that cultural sphere. So what this really creates is this really gigantic vacuum into which I think we'll see this movement of this new gestalt of unity, heart, love and kindness, and spirituality itself as where religion is going. And just my last point then is that if you go to a website like www.isdna.org, which is the Interspiritual Multiplex, or www.thecoming-interspiritualage.com, you're going to see pictures of about 50 major historical pioneers from across all the different spiritual traditions who in the last 2 centuries have really been proffering this vision of what a universal spirituality looks like. So for me then, just on my part of the take on what is interspirituality, I see it in this global context of these trends that are running in a convergent way toward this spirituality itself as the religion of the third millennium.